Oh, I didn't see you there. Welcome to today's Decay. We celebrate births, the beginnings, of everything important since the dawn of time, September 23rd edition. All day. What happened today? 1838, Victoria Woodhull was born. Who ran for the office of the President of the United States of America in the 1870s or something like that. Wild. We think, suffragette movement, which is still decades after that, civil rights, etc., etc., all the mid 20th century steps forward in progress, and then of course the hokey pokey that we're doing these days. But she ran for to be the president of the United States of America in the 1800s. That's wild. Wild. Albert Ammons, born today, 1907, a boogie woogie piano player. It is proto rock and roll. It is. Gotta tell you. El Santo, born today, 1917. El Santo versus the Vampire Women was I think the first El Santo movie I saw, and it was a Mystery Science Theater rendition of it, and kind of blew my mind. What was all this? As a sheltered American, which I guess you could say the same for Victoria Woodhull, in my opinion of why that's mind-blowing to me. What is going on? It's everything I love wrapped up in one movie. As nonsense as it is. Yeah. Speaking of wrapped up in one package, Joe Hill Lewis, born today, 1921, who is featured here in the Sun Blues box set LP collection. Everything that Sun Records put out, or near enough, is just absolute gold. And Joe Hill Lewis, to me, is the most raw, primitive, just wild rock and roll. Pre-Elvis, pre-whatever. What would you compare him to? It's one part John Lee Hooker, one part Hazel Adkins. Joe Hill Lewis. You gotta hear this guy's stuff if you haven't before. It's all in this box. The Gorbals vampire incident occurred today, 1954, in England. It's a real life scare news story that then there's some connection to EC Comics. I'm forgetting the details now, Tales from the Crypt or one of the others. We should all look it up. I feel I did this story better in years past, but that's all right, because today, in 1984, you're getting Threads. Threads is a BBC production, and it is, I think I need to put this here. Last couple of years, I've gotten very into BBC productions of ghost stories, M.R. James, all the A Ghost Story for Christmas adaptations. And so I was kind of on this tear of what other supernatural BBC produced ghost stories, or strange and unusual, mystery and the supernatural that they did in the 60s. I think I'm saying that wrong. Mysteries, whatever. I don't know. It's been a long day. Anyway, one led me to another. Even there's a quite ridiculous William Hope Hodgson ghost horse story in the Rivals of Sherlock Holmes. I went down this whole anything BBC related, thinking I was just finding more and more, and in some case was finding, but my search continued just more really catching that excitement of BBC supernatural broadcasted content. It's really good, right? And then that leads me to Threads. Released 1984 today. For some reason, I had the decision to watch this on Christmas a couple of years ago. And I really hate turning things off in the middle of them, or I hate putting a book down and not finishing it, even if it's something that I just find really difficult. I've been reading William Hope Hodgson's The Nightland for what feels like decades. impossible. But I'm not saying I'm done, but not jumping back into it right this second. So Threads, I started. I was here by myself, having Chinese food, as I do on Christmas, and this movie just like got progressively more depressing as it went and went and went. So bleak. I don't even know I could. Yeah, apparently it like changed the course of the Cold War. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. Wouldn't be entirely surprised. It's that impactful. What a world we live in. What a world we lived in then, apparently. I, I don't know. Not a Victorian, charming BBC ghost story at all. Maybe I should have read some of the description before turning it on. But no, rather, it's like if atomic war occurred, what would happen from like a working class town in England, and like as society just crumbles over the next, crucial hours to the next couple of days, weeks, months, and then eventually years and decades, and what happens, like 30 years later or something like that. What a movie. I don't think I ever need to see it again. I'm not even suggesting, I'm not suggesting you watch it if you haven't before. I love sad stories. This is just brutal. Yeah, a word of warning. Maybe don't watch Threads on the day it premiered in 1984. Gulp. Anyway, that's it. The whole day. It'll be a blues day for us. Joe Hill Lewis all the way. September 23rd. Whole day from us to you. Till tomorrow. Goodbye.